So here we are with last year's onions. Everything that I grew from seed about this time last year. Planted most of these mid-February to mid-March. Grew them all season. Some of them I didn't get put in the ground until July. They obviously did not do a whole lot last year, but now that they have sprouted, in some cases quite well, the wall bean portion, I guess you'd say, is non-existent almost on some of these. So I'm going to try an experiment. I'm going to put these in the ground just like I would seed onions, the onion starts that you buy in a bag that were grown and then pulled and went dormant. I've got a kind of a shady spot in the southeast corner of the greenhouse. I think I've got about 18 of them. Drill some holes, pop them in, see what they do. Best case scenario, they grow bigger and or go to seed. I guess depending upon, I don't know exactly how that works. If they sense that they had a winter, they might go to seed. If they don't, then they kind of slow down and they might continue. Or they might be past their prime and completely die off. But not really anything I can use in the kitchen, so we're going to try this experiment and see what happens. Using the power planter today. Don't need the 2.5 inch, but I can't find the 1.5, so that's what we're going to do. Holes in 30 seconds. I looked at those power planters for probably 2 years before I bought one and decided last year to buy it, and I am so glad I did. It is the coolest thing, and this happens to be relatively decent soil right here, but even in the areas with bad soil, it has been fantastic. Varieties, I think, I did not look this up, but I think I have some either ruby reds or there was a red, I'll have to look it up. Red variety I grew last year that worked really well. These are either is it Cipollini, or white wax onions. A couple of those that we're going to try. And I have some of these I'll have to look up. I know they were an Italian onion, maybe Red of Florence, something like that. Grew very well all season. I've actually been eating them for 2 months inside, and we'll see what these do out here, I guess. Not the ideal setup, I guess, for March 1st, but with how warm it is, I don't see how these can do any worse than sitting in a basement where they don't want to be. So we'll see. For being a dry winter, these are actually pretty good dirt or soil wise. Not terribly dry, so I'm hoping that bodes well and that they'll kind of do their thing. So nothing fancy, nothing spectacular, but I saw these the other day in the basement and thought, you know what, let's try it. Worst that can happen is they do nothing, and best case scenario, I've got some onion seeds and or something that'll do its job a year after I actually started them myself from seed. So anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.